Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Aquila. In honor of Neptune being at the 29th degree of Pisces, I've decided to make a small series where I will be talking about Neptune in aspect to natal personal planets. So, first, I would like to get started on the planet Neptune. And I will point out the desirable traits of the planet Neptune and the undesirable traits of the planet Neptune. And then I will talk about the sun. So, some desirable traits that Neptune has is that it is a very creative and spiritual planetary energy. Neptune is pretty out of this world. It does not operate on the practical common sense. It doesn't use just the senses, it uses other worlds, realms, and the spiritual. This planet is a planet of dreams, visions, imagination, sensitivity to light, sound, people, places, things, animals. Neptune is a planet when expressed in its desirable energy. It can manifest in many beautiful things in psychic people and having visions. Neptune is also out of this world. So when Neptune is in a conversation with a personal planet, that personal planet is also, I always call Neptune aspects touched by an angel. That planet is then touched by an angel. Touched by an angel is a term that I use. I used to watch this series when I was young, and there were angels that were put on earth to help certain souls. And I really feel like Neptune has this vibration about it where when it's touching personal planets, there is an angel watching over you, or there's a demon. We're going to go into the more undesirable expressions of the planet, which can be dark and deep, sneaky, and self deceptive. Neptune can also play the victim, and it can also have a martyr type of vibration where they're always basically putting themselves out there for being used by manipulators, liars, cheaters, stealers, killers, con artists, and many more things. Neptune can be elusive and it can cause some type of addiction, whether it be addiction to food, addiction to drugs or alcohol, addiction to love and relationships, addicted to fantasies, addicted to gaming, addicted to television, addicted to anything that you can think of. Neptune can cause someone to have an addiction with it to it. There's healthy addictions and non-healthy addictions. Neptune will do both. It's usually Saturn that tempers Neptune. When you see someone with kind of boundaries with their addictions or with the things that they're addicted to. Neptune can also be shape shifting. If you ever watch the X-Men, there is an X-Man that is called Mystique. There's a reason why they use that name for Neptune, Mystique, because Neptune is mystical. It is the mystique, it is the mystical energy in the sky. Okay? And Neptune is invisible. So it's like a fog. It's in front of you, but you can't hold it. You can't see it. It can also be an energy of people seeing spirits, ghosts, lights, light energy on people. So there are some people that can read certain type of auras on people. That's very Neptunian. Now, when you talk about the sun is your light force. It is the thing that gives you light. It's your healthy ego or your dark ego. It's your vitality. It's the thing that makes you shine It's basically the reason and culmination why you're here, and how all your energies will work together to be transmuted through the sun. So the sun is also the healthy manifestation of light, or it can be dark fire. Okay, so depending on how that native is using their sun, how conscious or unconscious, you'll see how um, the sun will be expressed. So the sun is the joy. Okay, in the tarot card, the sun is the number 19, and in the tarot card, the Neptune is the hangman. So we can put those two together and we can see the hangman and the sun. So when you put these two energies together of the sun and Neptune, you get a very interesting individual. When the sun and Neptune are conjunct in the chart, whether they are is this positive or harmonious aspects, the conjunction, the trine, the sextile. Okay, a person has an easy flowing energy. You're creating a blend of the two planetary energies. It is very important to also look at the elemental property of where the sun and Neptune are, meaning, is your sun in fire? Is Neptune in water? Is your sun in water and is Neptune in a fire sign? That is going to also help you kind of flavor how that Neptune sun aspect works out. So if it's in a positive aspect, basically, and you also want to look at the degree of your sun and your Neptune. That's very important. So if it's in a positive aspect, you'll find that the native is able to express themselves in a very nebulous way. This person can also be very physically sensitive to a lot of things around them. This can be someone that can be a celebrity. They can have a career, a job, or a life that could have been very demanding on them, in a very emotional way. They can be very withdrawn, or they can try to escape from the mundane world a lot, or they can be someone that deals with a lot of people on the daily. So when they're alone or when they're home, they like to be in their own private space. They're very recluse type of energies. They would rather be in their own space, in their own time. These people can be very spiritual as well. I have noticed that Neptune is, when aspected, can be quite driven and motivated when it is aspecting the sun. The ego of the person is blended in with kind of the unconscious and the conscious. So the outer world can affect them a lot. What people feel, think, and say about them can be a big influence or hindrance at the same time, depending on the aspect. So if it's a square, an opposition, a quincunx, which is an in conjunction, those can definitely be challenging. But I do find with those aspects, the person puts in a lot more energy. Squares are more driven to succeed. So when you have a square with your sun or Neptune, you may find that the person is really driven to succeed, and they want to really push every boundary they can. They can even be sneaky trying to get there. Okay. So when it's squaring Neptune, any one of the aspects can lead into someone being sneaky. It really depends on the consciousness and what that native is dealing with. And they're right and wrong barometer. But I'm telling you, Neptune can even fool the person that is channeling the aspect of the sun and the Neptune in the native's chart. I have seen this. So if you have noticed that, that's something you want to take a look at if you have that, because you can even fool your own self, because Neptune has conscious and unconscious motivations also. And there are secrets that can also be very apparent. Okay. The person can be spaced out or disorganized. Okay. and or they can be very neat and orderly because maybe the first part of their life everything was out of control and the next part of their life they want to be in control. Books that are really good to read, that can help you understand the planets more, I would say Jeffrey Wolf Green has a book on Neptune. I would think that that should be a really good book for people to read. Donna Cunningham also has some articles online that are free to read, and there are many articles about this. But those are the two writers that I really find nailed Neptune and Sun, and just understanding those kind of planets working in the chart. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll do another Neptune aspect to personal planet in honor of Neptune. Thank you guys. My contact information is below.